former Jaguars kicker Josh Lambo filed a lawsuit, this is according to ESPN, against the team on Tuesday, alleging that former head coach Urban Meyer created a hostile work environment and that the team did nothing about it, Rich, saying that he kicked him, violated the Florida civil, criminal, and employment law concerning assault, battery, and workplace violence in furtherance of an employer's interest. He is saying that he was abused and that the Whistleblower Act was not used properly. Thoughts on that?
Oh, man. As if the Urban Meyer hiring could not get any worse for the Jacksonville Jaguars. There's now a lawsuit. And look, I feel for Josh Lambo. I do, man. Kickers have such a tough gig. We all do in the NFL. You know, all players do. And again, Josh said that Urban Meyer kicked him and called him a dip S and told him to make his effing kicks. And Lambo went back at him, and Urban responded by saying that this is the only time he's ever let a player talk to him that way, and if he did it again, he would get rid of him.
The lawsuit alleges, by the way, extreme emotional and mental distress. He's saying that he owes back pay, damages, and legal fees. He did receive his full $3.5 million salary in 2021.
Here's what I'll say. And again, I don't know the legal aspect of this, but all I know is maybe he's suing the wrong entity. Maybe he should sue the coach. Sue the guy that was creating that environment. And I understand, I guess there's work and labor laws. I'm not too deep into it. But we had Doug Peterson on just about an hour ago. And I asked him if he thought part of his job was being a healer, which, I've never asked of a coach that's come in after any coach has been fired, like Urban Meyer. But everything that Urban Meyer was fired for and about led to the question. And this was the answer from Doug Peterson earlier on the program.
I agree with that. I do. I think there's a part of that. I know this is professional football, but listen, it's also life too. And these kids and the people that are here have families outside of this business and this organization, obviously. And I think part of the healing process is the best we can to flip the script and to try to gain the trust of these players. And so I do agree with that. I do agree that there is some level of healing that has to take place, and it has taken place and is taking place. But we're not where we need to be, obviously, right now, and we're gonna continue to work at that.
I've never heard a coach say that about the situation he's entering before. And that's how bad it was. Now, Meyer has denied what Lambo is accusing him of doing. And the Jacksonville Jaguars say that their legal counsel in response saying that they offered to speak with Josh or assisted Josh in speaking. Any suggestion otherwise is blatantly false, said the Jaguars in a statement to the Tampa Bay Times. Jaguars legal counsel indeed acknowledged and responded immediately to the query made by Josh Lambo's agent on Friday, August 27th, 2021, which is when he got kicked. So normally I reserve this for coaches when they say something that they really can't say, but I'm going to reserve it for now. The Jaguars legal staff. Go ahead.
What were they really thinking?
Josh, we just signed the guy to a long-term contract for $10 to $12 million a year, and we didn't see him kicking you coming. We didn't see anything that he did coming. We didn't see him staying over in Cincinnati and winding up in his hometown bar and getting stuff tweeted out. We didn't see anything coming. We saw none of that coming. We kind of hoped it would all work out. We're sorry you got caught up in this whole damn thing. But Urban Meyer was such a complete and unmitigated disaster. He was supposed to be the CEO head coach. He was supposed to be the guy to bring in the culture. He was supposed to be the guy to bring that winning spirit here. And he was so none of that. It took us a little while to get rid of him, and we're sorry we got caught up in that whole damn thing. But maybe you should be suing him. Can a coach get sued for kicking somebody and for being such a complete charlatan? Can that guy get sued? I don't know. Maybe you could be the first there. Again, I know I'm running afoul of labor law and things like that. I have no idea. But I heard this and I'm like, you're suing the wrong guy. You know, Jaguars got caught up in this whole damn thing more than anything else. I don't know. How many will Urban Meyer engender more lawsuits than he had wins with the Jacksonville Jaguars? Will that be the final accounting of his incredibly disastrous tenure with Jacksonville, that he and the team will wind up in litigation about paying him out, and Josh Lambo is now suing the team? So that's potentially 2 lawsuits, and I think he had 2 wins. So there you go.
Do you think, Rich?
Or he had 1 win. Did you ever see it? 1 win.
Yeah.
That's it. So you might have more lawsuits than wins.
I just want to double
I'm just figuring that stuff out right here.
Do you think the Urban Meyer debacle and demise is the biggest I didn't see that coming in the history of coaching? In terms of when he got the job, like, Urban Meyer, this will be interesting.
Yeah.
Did you ever see anything like this before?
The only thing that to equate it, and then we'll get to the rest of your news, since I think this has been covered ground by me a little bit. And by the way, Jaguars, I appreciate you bringing me Doug Peterson on this show earlier. Is Bobby Petrino in Atlanta, when he came from Louisville and he was a winning coach there, and he was so awful and dreadful, and then left in the middle of the season, got out. It's like, yeah, this isn't for me. He got out of his own volition. This was the only thing that it can equate this to, is that. So more lawsuits than wins. How about that? Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.